Welcome to the VyStar Savings Challenge Special. I'm Jordan Wilkerson, and joining me is VyStar's Assistant Vice President of Public Relations, Charlene Shirk. Thank you so much for joining us again today.
Happy to be here. So excited to talk about our Savings Challenge.
Yes, because last time we met 3 incredible participants who took on the challenge to change their money habits.
Radio host Toni Foxx, military family Craig and Vitoria Vaculin, and young entrepreneur Drew Hawkins each had a unique goal to face their financial fears, prepare for retirement, and balance business with personal savings.
Yes, and they started with practical tools, coaching, and accountability. And tonight we'll see how those steps paid off. First up, Toni Foxx. Let's see how she did. I am so excited that we are going to be checking in with the Toni Foxx, if you remember, Eric Weatherly with VyStar here. So it was about a month ago. We said we'd check back in a few weeks, see how she was doing. One of the things that I remember that was a challenge for her was growing her money. She had money in a savings account. She didn't want to touch it, but she also didn't necessarily want to invest it. She didn't want to touch and move it at all for any reason. She was a little bit afraid to, but you stepped in and empowered her. So tell me a little bit about that experience.
Yes, excited to be here to talk about it. Toni and I have had a great experience thus far. One of the first things we wanted to do was put a plan together and then activate that plan. And within that process, some of the things we looked at was looking at her current savings and seeing how we can kind of activate that and get it more active for her to generate some income. Also, we wanted to focus on looking at her retirement options and kind of how she was managing that. And then lastly, we wanted to look at different ways that she can maybe diversify her money and have her money work for her.
So her money is going to go a lot faster than if it were to just sit in a regular savings account.
Absolutely.
Even though you want both.
Yes, yes, yes. You want to have both. You want to have options, and you just really want to, once again, you want to have diversification. You want to have your money working for you in different channels and do different methods.
Sounds very well-rounded.
Yes,
And I'm excited to hear from her now. I think she's down the hall finishing up some work, but we're going to meet with her in just a second to see how she's doing.
Sounds good. Where's my DJ?
Yeah, where is she? Toni, where are you? Here she comes. Hey,
That's
Toni.
my DJ!
Hi guys, how are you?
Good, and yourself?
Good to see you again.
You
Oh,
too,
yes.
and it sounds like you've been putting in some work over these last few weeks.
I think so, I guess. Saving money is so
But you are making that money work for you. So tell us a little bit about your experience working with Eric.
He's okay. No, he's awesome. He's awesome. He is so knowledgeable. He makes me feel calm about everything. Well, I just want to keep my money unhoarded, and I don't know about all these investments, yada yada.
Right.
But of course, it is important, as I know now,
It is.
to not just have your money sitting in a mattress, which I didn't do that, but practically it seemed like it, you know.
Not getting a return on it, basically.
Yeah, exactly. And feel confident that, okay, I have enough for a rainy day, so now I can do some other things. So he's made me feel good about that.
Yeah, good job.
Yes.
So we did discuss your challenges a little bit. So what were the steps that you helped her with to kind of get past those challenges and even to exceed beyond?
The first thing we did is we met up and we created a plan. We kind of recapped what she wanted to accomplish, saving money, having her money work for her, and looking at retirement at some time in the future. So the first thing we did is we said, hey, let's kind of look at all your accounts. And after we wrapped our hands around kind of her accounts and kind of where her money was going, we were able to sit down and say, hey, here are some steps we need to do. Let's get your savings challenge ignited and get that going. Let's get your retirement fund going, and let's diversify your money and get it to work for you.
Yeah, I think that's fantastic that it seems like it's going very well, that you've taken what you've learned and been able to grow your money. Do you feel more confident now? Like, let's say he's not here with you for the future.
No, you can't go anywhere.
Do you feel like you can take this on your own now?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, one of the weird things about me, I guess, and maybe it's not weird, maybe other people do this, it's just something I don't always want to think about. So even, like Eric was saying, I know it sounds strange, but okay, so let's log into your accounts and let's find out how much money you have here. And that was like, oh, okay. You know, just that alone seemed like kind of a big step. And it's not nearly as difficult. You know, you build it up in your mind, or at least I did in my mind. So.
And did I hear this right, that when you did look at your account, you actually had more than you expected?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, see, that's why it's important to log in.
Yes, I was. I was way off.
So after we had that information, it was just really good to look at it and say, okay, this is what we have to work with. All right, let's start kind of initiating our plan. Hey, let's get your savings challenge fund set up. Let's set up some transfers, some reoccurring transfers there. So you now have a savings discipline moving forward.
And you don't even have to think about it when you set up automatic.
It's automatic. And when we first talked about it, I said, okay, we're gonna set up a reoccurring transfer. And she's like, ooh.
I don't know if I want to commit.
I know.
Right. It's like a commitment, right? But it's an important one.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. And it is making that step going, I don't know if I want to do that. And even, you didn't even mention this, that I actually increased my contribution to my 401k.
Very nice.
Quite a bit, more than double.
And that's what happens once you start to kind of do it and see it and you get excited. And then the last step she took is she opened a CD, a certificate of deposit, and she put a pool of funds there to where she can earn a significantly higher interest rate than the money that's sitting in her savings account. So she took the baton and ran with it.
Yeah, so would you say that you feel empowered now and excited about your future with retirement and having your money grow?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Way better than I did before this. 100%.
Okay, well, you're not off the hook just yet.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Okay, because remember that really fun game Eric
yes.
put you through, the music trivia.
Yes,
and
I was good
related,
at that.
You were, and how it related to financial fitness. I believe you have one more for her, don't you?
Yes, I think I could come up with something creatively.
Okay.
So I have a good one.
Okay.
1985.
Okay.
Disco diva, Donna
Okay.
Summer,
Okay.
had a song.
Okay.
What was the title of that song?
Oh, I know this.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. I'm positive. She works hard for the money.
Boom.
Hey, good job.
I work hard for my money.
Yes. And she's worked very hard through this challenge as well.
Oh, I love it. Well, it has been such a pleasure. I'm so glad that you're doing well, and I'm sure you're extremely proud of her as well.
Yes, she's inspired me.
Yes, and inspiring others. But if you would like to work on your financial fitness and see all the tools and resources VyStar has to offer, head to vystarcu.org. Toni began by confronting her fear of finances with guidance and committing to putting money aside for each paycheck for her retirement. She gained confidence and control.
She did, and her biggest win, a clear plan and peace of mind that will last beyond this challenge.
That's right. Well, our next VyStar Savings Challenge participants, the Vaculins, were weighing whether they had enough saved for Craig to retire from military service after decades of service.
And they didn't have a lot of debt, but they didn't have control of their daily spending. We'll see how they were able to uncover the leaks in that spending.
Well, it's time to check back in with one of our VyStar Savings Challenge members, the Vaculin. I'm here with Blake again, who worked with them. And some of their challenges, of course, was the fact that he wants to retire from the Navy. You know, they've moved around so much, but they didn't know if they had the cash runway enough to do that before he can find another job. So what were some of the things that you noticed when you were working with them?
We sat down with them and we talked about a budget, really. That was one of their big things. And so we started off high level, right? Talking about, okay, here's what our income is. Here's what our expenses look like. You know, how do we manage the delta between the two? And then we kind of drilled down and went a little more granular, and not just talking about on a monthly basis, but we talked about on a daily basis. What are our expenditures going out each day, so that we can figure out, you know, where's all our money going? Because that's when I sit down with people, that's one of the biggest things I see, right? Is we make this much and we spend just about all of it, but we don't know where it's all going.
Right.
You know, remember when we talked before and I challenged them to kind of, you know, look at those things and figure out if you can save, you know, an extra $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month, that can really add up when you talk about it in terms of 1 year.
Yeah, because they don't want to lose their quality of life. You know, they enjoy, they have 3 kids, you know, one's in karate and one's going to college. And so it's a lot of things to think about. And, you know, Vitoria was thinking about maybe getting a job, but she also doesn't really know at the moment what she wants to do. So again, that cash runway needs to be big enough for them to kind of get that figured out.
They wanted to plant roots here in Jacksonville. So that was a big thing that we discussed as well.
And also the last time we spoke with them, I mean, there's been some different economic impacts and factors that they've had to consider, because obviously, you know, the job market is a little bit different, things are a little bit more pricey, and I mean, a lot of us are struggling, but especially if someone's looking to maybe retire.
That's right. Yeah, and those are certainly factors you have to look at, right? And with you know, the tariffs that have gone on here recently, wondering kind of what's going to happen with the price of things, like you alluded to. So economic conditions that are going on right now certainly are impacting this decision.
Right, and maybe what we were trying to do at the beginning when we first met them might have to tweak what we're doing now because of those economic factors.
That's right. Those are reasons why you want to sit down with somebody like myself.
I think that's a great idea, and it looks like they're about to sit back down with us again. Hey guys, so good to see you again.
Hey, good to see you guys.
Yeah, join us. Have a seat. Can you believe it's been a month?
Yeah, that went by quick.
It's gone by so fast.
Yeah.
And I've been talking with Blake here, who has worked with you over this last month. So what are some of the things that you really took away from that?
A lot. So before we had talked to him, we're heavy into the monthly planning, right? How much I got coming in, how much I got going out, bill-wise, structure-wise. What he was able to turn us on to is like, what are you guys spending on a daily basis? Never took that into account. So we did that, we broke it down. I mean, we talk about receipts every day, going through them and seeing like what exactly we're buying. Where is it going?
So since you took it down to that granular level, what did you find?
Three major things. And the first one is food is super expensive.
And it keeps getting expensive, it seems like.
And it gets given up, right? But it wasn't really the necessities of the food that we were buying, it was the excessive food that we were buying, right? You're talking about cookies, Capri Suns, Dr. Peppers, Sprites, all that stuff that we buy for the kids just to have around. We were wasting a lot of money there. It ended up saving us, once we looked at it, it was like 17% of our bill was going towards like non-essential items. So
kind of cut back on, you know, and stuff like that.
And then you mentioned two others?
The second one is subscriptions. We ended up finding 7 subscriptions that saved us about $80 a month.
Wow.
So
Stuff that you just don't need.
you don't need, you don't use, and you didn't know that you were wasting the money either.
Extracurricular activities for your kids too. That was something you noticed?
Yeah,
Yes.
karate.
The youngest one is, and karate's gotten a little bit more expensive than what we initially thought.
The weapons, the
Sparring gear
gear,
and things like that.
need this belt for that.
Wow.
And that stuff
That adds up.
adds up real quick.
I bet.
Yeah, and a way that we found to save is looking at secondhand used stuff for her, or gently used stuff that she can use that other kids have grown out of. That has helped us out a lot as far as her gear and stuff that she needs to promote. So once we did the daily, breaking it down completely day by day, that's whenever we caught a lot of little things that are adding up to big things.
Right, and that's huge. That's like the main thing you wanted them to be able to look at, right?
Certainly, absolutely.
Yeah. So another thing, we've talked about you wanting to be able to retire, but the job market's not looking that great, right? Tell us about your experience with trying to find what you might do after the military.
No, absolutely, especially with the climate it is now, with the DODs and contractors and stuff like that being dwindled down.
There's a lot of still unknowns, and you know, that's why we're happy we caught those day-to-day expenses.
So haven't made a decision yet then what your plans will be?
No, luckily time is in our favor, right? So
Good.
November 1st is when we got to make a decision by. But this helps, right? Like you guys talked about the runway to be able to retire and have savings to get us to the next job. That's important, whether it's this year we're retiring or 3 years from now if I retire then. But that's huge, right? So with everything that he helped us out with, I mean, we're putting away an extra close to $1,000 a month, which kind of queued up to the last time we spoke. You said around 2,000 is where we wanted to be at. So we're knocking on that door.
Yeah.
Great.
What piece of advice, because it sounds like they're doing really well now. You're very proud of them, right? As a
Absolutely.
financial advisor,
Absolutely.
you've really just seen them blossom over this last month, but what's maybe something they could work on now?
Maybe we, take the next step and add something else that would help you get retirement income, when you need it. We might use an insurance product or something like that. We do offer those here as well. So would love to, maybe continue that conversation down the road as well as we get closer to retirement here.
Sounds good.
Very exciting stuff. But again, you guys are doing so well. We're both proud of you. Thank you so much for joining the VyStar Savings Challenge, and thank you for your service.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Of course, and good luck with everything.
Thank you.
And if you would like to visit VyStar to see what their financial tips and resources are, because we want to make sure you know all that they offer, because again, I didn't even know about the insurance thing. They have so many cool things that can really help you. Just head to VyStarCU.org. Craig and Vitoria mapped every expense to uncover where their money was going, and the result? They found hidden leaks and turned them into retirement savings.
And the best news is that Craig was able to retire and they were able to stay in Jacksonville.
So excited for them. Well, next up, we check in with Jessie Drew. She faced the balancing act of growing a business while also building personal savings.
At VyStar Credit Union, we know life's a journey. Birthday parties turn to wedding parties. There are first steps and missteps. Just know VyStar is there with banking made for moments big and small. A home where a family grows, or that convertible for the open road. It's a journey we're on together. And no matter where you are in life, we can give you the guidance you need to feel good about your finances, even when times aren't so great. From smart tips on budgeting to building income for retirement, we're by your side with better banking options. And we're there for our communities too. It's why we support hundreds of local nonprofits, volunteer throughout the Southeast, and simply care. VyStar Credit Union. Do good. Bank better.
Well, it is time, as promised, for an update on the VyStar Savings Challenge with Jessie Drew. Tillery, thank you for joining me at Social House Coffee again. I'm so excited that we're gonna finally get an update on how she's done. You know, she is an entrepreneur. She's young. She wants to have employees eventually one day, but she wasn't really set up necessarily with a business account and a savings plan and moving forward with the future of her business, right? She didn't really know which way to go with that. And that's where you stepped in. So what were some of the things that you went over with her?
Yes, so we talked about being able to open a business account, which she did at our VyStar branch. That allowed her to be able to separate her personal and business expenses so she could see what money's coming in, where is the money being spent, to help her build that savings both business and personally. We also talked about automating 10% of all of her invoices to automatically go to her savings account. And then we also talked about putting profits back into the business. So maybe not always taking money out and putting it into her personal account, but reinvesting that money back into the business, more specifically under her savings account, so she could hire those additional employees in the future.
Now, when you were working with her, did it seem like she was learning along the way, like things that you brought up that she didn't even think of?
Oh yeah, you could tell that she's a very creative person. That is her jam, that is what she loves to do, and the savings part of it was not the financial part of it. And so she was definitely learning a lot. She took a lot of good notes, and I think she's put a lot of it into reality.
Okay, well, you've been in touch with her, but I haven't, and I'm so excited because I think she's driving up right now. She's gonna meet us inside, and we're gonna learn a little bit more about how well she's doing. Jessie Drew, is that you?
Hey, that's me.
So good to see you again.
Good to see you guys.
Oh my gosh, we were just saying, I can't believe it's been over a month. And it sounds like you've been doing pretty well, huh?
Oh yeah.
So tell us a little bit about what you've learned and how you've been able to manage this challenge.
Good question. I have been really taking the challenge seriously, and it's been amazing. I have made my business account. Tillery helped me to do that, and that was fantastic. I could really see what was coming into my business, and that really helped me to put aside some for myself and see what I could put into savings for my business too. So I think I've been pretty successful. I was able to save $1,000 for myself.
Yay! Awesome.
And I have over $1,000 saved for my business account.
Awesome. Amazing. So really like 2,000 there, huh?
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
I've been working really hard, and it's very inspiring too to see those numbers coming in and kind of know that I want them to be there in the savings area. So it's really helping me to want to do more of that too.
It's empowered you.
Yes.
Now that you
absolutely.
know the tools and resources that VyStar offers, you can kind of empower yourself to move forward, right? So I mean, what are some of the things that really were a game changer for you with working with Tillery?
Well, Tillery, of course, helped me with the business account, but she also taught me a lot about putting 10% of savings away at some point. We kind of talked about how to set that up. We talked about taxes and why that was important at some point too. And I know she has more to teach me in the future, so, but I've just been really enjoying kind of seeing those numbers come in and see where I can put things and everything. So that's been so great and helpful.
So I know that you're proud of her, but
I
what
am.
else could she be working on?
Yeah, so now that you've put some money aside for your personal savings, I think that it's a great time to start working on your retirement savings.
Oh.
Yes.
Already, even at this age?
Yes, even at this age, at any age, it's a great time to go ahead and start for your retirement and start building that account and that savings. So I think the next thing for us to do is for me to introduce you to our VyStar investment team, and we'll go ahead and get you set up with them so that we can start with that.
Oh, fantastic. Well, I'm ready for anything, and I trust you completely after this.
And what I think is really fantastic, Tillery, is that we were mentioning it's only been a little over a month, and look how much you've grown already.
Yes, yes. I feel proud of myself too, because I think I was kind of stuck. Like I said last time too, I really love what I do for my business, but when it comes to the back end, I was having a lot of trouble. So it was hard for me to kind of know what to do with the money when it comes in and where to put it. And especially when it was just coming into my own account, I thought, oh, that's my money, I can just use it. But now I'm kind of reinvesting it back into my business, and that just feels so good.
What I think is so cool with VyStar too is that you offer those financial fitness tools and resources, and it doesn't matter if you're an entrepreneur, someone who's retired. I mean, it's for everybody, right?
Yeah, so on the VyStar website, we offer videos that you can watch as both a business owner and a consumer. We also partner with EverFi, and they offer modules that you can watch, you can answer questions, and then it will give you tools to help you grow as a business, but also in your personal savings.
Oh, fantastic. I mean, I've been seeing a lot of the stuff from the VyStar Savings Challenge, so that'll be really cool to look into after this. I couldn't have done it without you and the VyStar Savings Challenge, so I really, really appreciate it.
And I have a feeling you'll be in contact. You'll continue to
I'll see you at some networking.
Yep, that working relationship. I think it's great. Well, thank you again all for joining me today to kind of recap and see how it's gone. I'm so glad that it's going well for you. And everyone at home, if you want to learn more about the financial fitness tools and resources that VyStar offers for you, just head to VyStarCU.org. Well, that was so great that Jessie Drew was able to create a plan for both her business and her personal savings goals.
And a shout out to Tillery and VyStar's commercial loan department for providing her with a guidance on how to help structure her business accounts to keep that money separate from her personal accounts.
And that's very important. Well, coming up, we learn what is coming in 2026 to help members and the community increase their financial confidence.
VyStar has some exciting stuff coming your way.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
At VyStar Credit Union, we know life's a journey. Birthday parties turn to wedding parties. There are first steps and missteps. Just know VyStar is there with banking made for moments big and small. A home where a family grows, or that convertible for the open road. It's a journey we are on together. It's why we support hundreds of local nonprofits, volunteer throughout the Southeast, and simply care. VyStar Credit Union. Do good. Bank better.
Well, 3 journeys, 3 successes, and lessons anyone can use. Let's bring VyStar's SVP of Marketing Strategy and Member Engagement, Jonathan Hansen, into the conversation now to talk about what VyStar has coming up in 2026 and to help members and the community increase their financial confidence. So welcome to the show. Great to meet you.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
Yeah, VyStar doing great things in our community. We talk about it all the time, actually, and I'm just so impressed with what y'all do. But let's talk about why VyStar created this challenge in the first place.
Yeah, so actually Jacksonville, Orlando, and Atlanta were on a Wallet Hub survey recently, cited as the most financially distressed cities in the country.
Right.
So people were distressed because they couldn't have $1,000 to cover an emergency. So because of this, we created the VyStar Savings Challenge to really give people financial tools and resources to help them both increase their savings and also cut spending. So in addition to that, the top 10 participants had a chance to win $1,000 just for joining the challenge.
Yeah, that's a great incentive, but it's even better when you can just empower yourself and continue to grow even beyond that, even if you weren't one of those, the 10, because I mean, we saw some of those success stories. Actually, I think everyone that we worked with had a success story. I mean, this is a really cool project, and I'm so honored to be a part of this with y'all, or this initiative, I should say. So what was really cool too is that you wanted to bring the community together, and you created a Facebook page, right, or a group?
Yeah, so we had a Facebook page and it grew really quickly. So we provided tips and resources, as well as there was a lot of peer sharing. So participants would share tips and hacks with each other. They really encouraged each other, and it was all about building community. And that page actually still lives on today. So it's really exciting to see that continuous encouragement around reaching your shared savings goals continue even to this day.
I think that's really cool. And then they can also kind of explain what worked for them, what didn't work for them, because everyone's a little bit different, but still very relatable, a lot of the issues that people may have been facing, and now, you know, empowering themselves and continuing to grow and have that momentum. So did you see the savings results that you had hoped for with this?
So yeah, so the savings far surpassed our expectations.
That's
actually.
great.
So we had over 31,000 people save over $5 million in just that 90-day period.
Wow.
So super impressive. And equally as important is we gave people a financial health quiz at the beginning of the challenge and then again at the end of the challenge. And what we found was that there was a greater overall knowledge and confidence at the end of the challenge. So it's really good to see that people actually improved their confidence.
Right, they gained a lot from this challenge. So what do you have planned, I guess, for 2026 to kind of keep that momentum going?
Yeah, so based on the success for 2026, you can look out for what we're calling the Debt Payoff Challenge.
Oh,
so
that's
a lot
nice.
of yes,
I like the sound of that.
Yeah, so many people today are really feeling uncertain in today's economy.
Right.
And we just want them to know that they don't have to face this alone. So the Debt Payoff Challenge is really designed to help people reduce debt, build positive savings habits, and then help you just manage your money more confidently moving forward.
Well, I have to ask, how does it work?
Yeah, so similar to the Savings Challenge, you're going to get access to tailored modules with actionable insights that are based on your specific financial needs. And the really cool thing, excitingly, this year is we're partnering, VyStar is partnering with TransUnion to do a regional study to better understand financial confidence in spending, borrowing, saving, and planning, specifically in Atlanta, Orlando, and Jacksonville. So I think we hear a lot of national headlines often, and we really want to focus on, how can we take the insights from this study to build data-driven solutions that really address the needs of the local community we serve and have impact in cities like Jacksonville. So we're really excited to see the results of this study.
Right.
We're expected to see the results by early 2026.
Okay.
And then we're going to continue to take these findings and build even more targeted solutions to really help you thrive financially.
Yeah, I think it's amazing that you're able to kind of, like you said, we hear a lot of things nationally, but you're really honing in on the local communities, and I think that that's really important.
Absolutely, it's all about local impact, and you can really take this first step today. You don't have to wait for the challenge by visiting vystarcu.org/financialfitness, and you're going to get access to free tips and resources and tools that are all about helping you succeed and reach your financial goals.
And that's another word I like to hear, free. Thank you so much for joining us. Really, everybody can get in on this, and obviously with the Savings Challenge and now the Debt Payoff, I think this is really, really cool what VyStar is doing. So thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much.
Of course. And thank you for joining us on this VyStar Savings Challenge Special. Again, you can take the first step today. Visit vystarcu.org/financialfitness to explore tools, tips, and resources to help you succeed.